This is Mo Bashir for The Hook. Delighted to be joined by Frank Smith. Frank, firstly, how are you?
Good, thank you, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all good, thank you. I'm all good. We are here, of course, for Pat Brown against Ducar. Just a couple on Pat Brown. 5-0. He's looked really good in doing so. He's headlining just his sixth fight twice. Ducar's gone the distance with the likes of Chris Smith and, of course, Jordan Thompson. Is the plan for him just to get the rounds, or is it just to see how good he really is?
Whatever he wants to make of it. As he said up there, he knows that Ducar is a step up for him, but Pat Brown, as we know, is a destructive puncher. So if he gets that shot, if he gets that opportunity to finish the show, he'll be doing that on Saturday night. But it is a good step up. It's the kind of fight he needs, and we believe he can go to the very top of this sport.
Awesome. I seen you were at a recent Everlast event with Pat Brown. He's obviously very good in the ring. Is a plan to sort of build him up commercially outside the ring as he looks to become the next big name in British boxing?
Yeah, for sure. At the same time, every individual is different. Every fighter is different in the way they go about things. Pat is a stone cold killer. Gets in the ring, knocks people out. He's, as he said up there, the questions. It's all irrelevant when all it comes down to is fighting. So every fight you need to build differently. Of course, we're going to continue to build him commercially, but the job he'll be doing by knocking people out is going to be the key to that.
Awesome. This is quite a relatively intimate card in Altrincham in comparison to some of the stadium shows that you guys have done. I guess how important are these fights to allow the younger fighters coming through to really make the name in, I guess, the areas that they're from?
100%. That's always been something we focus on. Pat Brown sold over 1,000 tickets. Thank you. Over 1,000 tickets for this show. That's what he does. He's got a huge following. He's going to continue to grow and develop. And then over time, as I said up there, we've had some of our best nights in Manchester over the years. And you're going to see big nights in arenas with him and stadiums as the years go on.
Awesome. And just a word on Dave Allen against Filip Hrgovic. I think Dave Allen is here. It's also seen as Queensberry and Matchroom sort of working together. Given, I guess, the recent extension of Golden Boy, you've got Top Rank as well. There's quite a lot of good promoters on one platform. Are we going to see a lot more crossover fights between the different promoters to look to work together?
Yeah, for sure. You've got that. You've got Xander Zayas against Boots. We did Nunes Navarrete. We're working on Ford Foster as well with Top Rank. It's good. It's great to see. We want to make fights between us. The job we've all got to do is to continue to build the sport, and for the good of the viewers, the fans, and our broadcast partner in DAZN. So I think we're in a great place, and I think the sport's in a great place and continues to grow and develop.
That fight, Dave Allen against Makhmudov, he mentioned that he sold almost 1,000 tickets. I guess, was it a straightforward decision to stage that fight at the Echo Stadium? And are you confident of selling that stadium out?
Look, it's Queensberry show, so it was their decision to put it there. But Dave's already done massive numbers. The box office will do huge numbers. He's a big star. We saw it. He had a 6-rounder in Nottingham. You would think he was fighting for a world title with the support he had. So, it's Queensberry. It's a Queensberry show. So we didn't make the decision. They made that decision.
And then finally, I wanted to ask you about the talent agency. I've been meaning to ask you a couple of times. You recently signed Henry Pollock. Of course, you've got Tom Aspinall as well. I guess the two sort of traits that stand out to me is that they're both outliers in their sport, and they're also both, I guess, British. Is that the sort of character that you're trying to, I guess, get into this talent agency?
Yeah, look, we want to sign the biggest stars in whatever field they're in, and over time, obviously, bring in younger stars and the next generation. But to make a splash at the start, you need big names, and that's what we've done already. With the guys we've signed, and we're going to continue to do that, not just in sport, but in music and entertainment. So it's exciting times ahead.
And I guess with just a little bit about the Henry Pollock stuff, when did that decision to sign him come about? And are you guys looking to become more active in rugby?
Anything's possible. Anything's possible. Obviously, it started with the signing of Henry. That's going to be our focus. But anything's possible. We've spoken about rugby in the past, getting involved. Obviously, our core business is running events. That's what we do, 400 events a year around the world across 8 different sports. So to add rugby to it, yes, it's possible, but right now our focus is commercially to deliver for Henry.
Awesome. And then finally, just from an operational standpoint with Matchroom, are you guys looking to, I guess this is another service that you guys are offering to what you already do? You already run, I guess, a lean operation. There's not a lot of people for the amount of work that you do. Is this sort of part of a wider plan to grow Matchroom and to make it as big as possible?
Look, we've already got, I think, 140 odd staff across our whole business, across the group. It is lean, but that's what makes it what it is. We make decisions quickly, we deliver for people. It's still a family feel, so we're trying to maintain that while also grow at the same time. But, it's in a great place.
Awesome. Frank, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.